Hi, my name is Philip Davis, and these are my friends and family. Almost every college student around the world is suffering from the same thing, whether they know it or not: student debt. Student debt is a rising issue around the world. After graduating high school, young adults, who are practically still children, are taking out large student loans that they may never be able to repay in order to cover these increasing college tuitions. After graduating from college with substantial student debt and added interest, the debt becomes overwhelming as the graduates have a difficult time finding a job, or the profession they chose is not lucrative enough to be able to pay their debts. Some people choose to go straight into the workforce after high school to avoid that overwhelming debt altogether. Student debt ultimately started in 1965 with the enactment of the Higher Education Act by President Johnson. He started the act because he thought that it would help the students who otherwise could not afford to pay for college be able to pay for college. This act made college possible for many Americans, yet it also increased the amount of student loans. In his article, Life After Debt, Martin Jarvis said that the second largest household debt is student loans, and that is only second to mortgage loans. Many Americans continue paying on their mortgages and student loans for their entire lives. And if they are able to settle their debt within their lifetimes, it'll be very late in their lifetime. The amount of student debt in the United States alone is skyrocketing. According to the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, student loan debt rose by 328%, from $241 million in 2003 to $108 trillion in 2013. In her article, An Analysis of the Student Loan Debt Crisis in the United States, the causes, the current status, and the future of indebted students, Anne Bonneau states that in 2017, the debt rose to $1.34 trillion, and this year, the student loan debt has grown to $1.57 trillion, as you can see from this graph. Income-based repayment of student loans has been available since July 2009. These plans calculate the payment amount based on income and family size instead of the standard method using the amount of debt and interest rate. These plans have dramatically reduced the burden of student debt for recent and future borrowers. Yet, most enrolled in these plans are still working to pay off their debts or struggle to pay other bills after making their student loan payments each month. One way many are avoiding obtaining an insurmountable amount of debt is by joining the military after college. If eligible, the military will pay back their student loans for their committed time in service. This is a very lucrative way of paying back while also getting paid by the military. With the amount of student debt being as debilitatingly high as it is, it becomes difficult for graduates to purchase anything for the future, such as a house or a new car. Genuinely, graduates' credit is being tarnished due to their inability to repay their student loans. So applying for a house loan or a car loan is difficult. Excessive debt also deters many from starting a family due to their inability to properly support one. Clarence Rose said in his article, Home Buying Activity Among College Graduates Under 35 is at its lowest level in decades. He also discusses how after college, people are renting instead of buying homes, as well as having roommates up until their 30s just to be able to afford their bills and live comfortably. A major reason why students are suffering from so much debt is because they pursue a degree that has no real-world application, or there are very few jobs out there for that specific degree. Students chose such degrees because students who choose such degrees aren't able to find jobs enough or being able to pay back those loans. As you can see from this graph, at least 41% of students who graduated college cannot afford a $400 emergency charge because the amount of student loans are too high. Students considering going to school must be cautious when choosing their degree and choosing their college. Going to college shouldn't be scary, nor should students refrain from pursuing their goals due to college tuition. Students need to look at all their options and find out what is best for them, or seek out possible scholarship opportunities to lower loan amounts to attend college. Student debt will continue rising as methods to combat burdensome loans continue to be explored. Thank you.